Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Miss Dope Beats here, and I am recording my second video here on my channel. Thanks you guys for supporting me in my first video. Those of you who have already viewed it, and if you haven't, step right on over to my actual real channel and view that first video. Okay, so I promised that I would try to get up at least 2 videos a week, and last week I slacked. I only did 1. I'm so sorry for you guys that are following me still here on YouTube. But I'm going to catch up, and I will be recording at least 2 videos a week. I'm really going to try. So today is Tuesday, and I'm going to be recording today my summer faves. For the most part, they're faves. Some of them are just summer quintessentials, like stuff that you really need for my oily girls. Again, I live in Atlanta. Not sure if you guys know that, but I live in Atlanta, and it is hot down here, honey. When I tell you it is hot, it is like scorching hot. It's like pretty much 90 something every single day, and I have extremely oily skin, and unless I'm gonna stay in the house all day, which I don't because I have things to do, I work, I don't have time to be having my makeup running down my face. But I'm trying to do people's makeup. They're gonna be like, honey, I can't trust you to do my makeup if your makeup look like that. That's not okay. It's not okay. So I had to change the game and use all matte products, and that's pretty much what I have been doing for the last 3 years. And when it comes to the summertime, and either if it's not matte, it's going to be a BB or a CC cream. So that is what I'm going to be talking about today. So let's just jump right in. The first thing first though that I'm going to tell you guys about, and you guys are going to see me go like this, but that's mainly just because I'm picking up all my products right here. The first things first, honey, your skin underneath within the makeup. And it really does start with your moisturizer. Everything I use, from my face wash to my moisturizer to even my mask, they are oil free, and they also have properties in them that absorb oil to prevent shine during the day. Because sometimes it's not even that you get extremely oily, is that you are very shiny. And then sometimes the pictures, you can get away with it because they think, oh girl, that girl is just fresh faced and dewy, honey, but really you just greasy. So let's not do that. So the first thing I use is Neutrogena's, the sun is all in the way. I use Neutrogena's oil-free moisturizer. It says it's for combination skin, and excuse my ratchet nails, honey. They were ratchet in the last video. They still ratchet, but you know, I apologize for that. They are oil-free. It's an oil-free moisturizer for combination skin, and it's by Neutrogena. You can pick this up pretty much anywhere. Walgreens, Walmart, CVS, Rite Aid, Kroger, wherever they sell Neutrogena products, most likely you can find this. This is like an oldie but goodie. Yo mama's, baby mama's, baby daddy mama's granny probably use this. But on the back it just says it moisturizes dry area. It's an oil-free moisturizer for combination skin that is clinically proven to normalize combination skin by moisturizing dry areas while controlling shine in other areas that are oily. It's lightweight, non-greasy, and it has a formula that moisturizes where skin is dry without leaving it oily or shiny. It controls shine in oily areas. I don't know why the back of this repeats itself so many times. This is crazy. But clinically proven oil absorbing system that controls oil and shine in the T-zone for a natural matte finish all day. It won't clog pores. It's oil free, allergy tested, and fragrance free. And this comes in 4 fluid ounces. Honestly, this lasts for a long time because I only really use like 1.5 pumps every day when I use it on my skin. So it honestly doesn't even have like anything really in it as far as ingredients go. So this is what I use. The second thing that I go in with is my primer. This is another drugstore one. This is CoverGirl True Magic, and as you can see, I've hit pan, and it just kind of opens up like a little compact, like this. And I use my fingers. It comes with a sponge in the box that it comes with, but I use my fingers only because it goes on better. So this is a primer. It's matte. It says a skin perfector, which I will agree with, only because it does, if you have like fine lines or enlarged pores, it does tend to blur that out. There's another drugstore primer that I use, and that is by Rimmel, and I ran out of that and I threw away the bottle before I decided to record this video. I'm so sorry, but it's a white bottle. It's a little tubey bottle, and it kind of looks like this, except it's white. and it has purple writing, and it says all day stay matte. And again, it's by Rimmel, and you can find that wherever they sell makeup for the most part. And they have it, and it's so, that thing stays matte, honey. It says it will help your makeup stay matte. Like I would say I get a good 6.5 to 7 hours in Atlanta in 90-degree weather before I have a problem. So the next one that I will show you guys is by L'Oreal Paris, and it's the Revitalift Miracle Blur Instant Skin Smoother, and it's oil free. It's this one right here, buddy. This little guy here, I would say it, honestly, it says it erases the wrinkles, lines, and pores. I use it, and it says apply this after your moisturizer. So I think if you combo this, tag team, bam bam, it will work out better. But I tried it a couple of different ways, but it tends to be a little bit greasy, honestly. It goes on and it kind of sits on the skin. Sorry L'Oreal, I normally love you guys, but I have to mix this with another primer. I tend to only use it here in my areas, in underneath my eye area, only because that's where I have enlarged pores, and it does blur out your pores. But it uses all as a film, like all over my face. It literally, and I say film because it literally will sit there like a film over my face. And it might do different for you guys, but for me, I don't like it. So it makes my foundation slip. So that's why I shy away from it. So those are my drugstore primers that I use. And again, on my channel, you're gonna find me use a lot of drugstore products, simply because, again, I'm talking to people that are just normal, regular people. I'm sure Nicki Minaj is probably not going to watch my YouTube video where she can go out and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on makeup every day. And there's not a lot of YouTube channels that cater to just drugstore products. Now, don't get me wrong, I am a makeup artist, so I do have to use certain high-end products for my clients, but even for myself on an everyday basis, I'm not gonna put on Lancome every day. I'm just not gonna do it. So when I get on my channel, you'll see like a mixture, but you'll definitely always see more drugstore products. So now we're gonna jump right into foundations. Now that I've made that little disclaimer, hope you guys understand. The foundation, I would say the #1 drugstore foundation right now that is running the game as far as matte finishes is, as you probably already know, the L'Oreal Infallible. I have, as you can see, I have 2 of them here, and they're not of the same color. I would say my real color is probably 112 Cocoa, but depending on, I have actually bought this back like the tail end of the winter time, so I was a tad bit lighter, and I had to mix a little bit of the 111 Soft Sable in this. Sometimes this goes on a little red for me, honestly, and the Soft Sable has a little yellow, and my skin tone, my undertones of my skin are neutral, so therefore sometimes I do have to mix my foundations just because it goes on too yellow or too red, and then I look flushed or I look like sunburned almost. So the Infallible says it's demi matte, which I think it's matte. Honestly, it's matte, because I feel like you can compare this to the Becca matte foundation, and you can also compare this to Makeup Forever Pro Matte foundation, honestly, and they all do the same thing. I would say like Becca's probably the strongest, but Makeup Forever Pro Matte and this one and the same, honey, one and the same. But it says it stays on for 24 hours, has medium coverage, and it's air light. It does go on the skin, and it doesn't sit there. I feel like the skin really takes it in, so therefore you don't have like this coat over your face, and then it's not sticky, so you can touch your face without feeling like I'm going to put makeup on everybody else that I touch throughout the day. So I really do love that about that. As far as 24-hour wear, I will say yes. I will say yes, only because I fell asleep. I fell asleep in this makeup. I had wore this makeup, and it actually happened to me recently. I had wore this makeup to the pool, and then I wasn't gonna get in the pool. I ended up getting in the pool, and I first put that makeup on, I would say about 2 o'clock, and I got in the pool, full face makeup, had a little race, got my face wet, everything stayed. I was so surprised. We went out that night, didn't get back home till about 2 in the morning. I probably woke up a little bit late that day, and I would say I probably didn't really get my life together until about 2-3 o'clock the next day. And I know that sounds so bad, but y'all all have had them days, honey. Y'all all have had them days. Don't you act like that. So I would say it does wear for 24 hours because sometimes second day makeup, when you accidentally fall asleep in it, which you really should never do, it's not good for your skin. It does kind of look a little bit better. But I would agree with this. So if you're looking for a good, awesome matte foundation, go ahead and spend the $10 on this because it's really good. And $10 in comparison to other foundations, it's not that bad. The last one that I'm going to show you guys is the CoverGirl Queen Collection. The CoverGirl Queen Collection is doing an awesome job, honey. They are really doing an awesome job. This is a CC cream. It says an even skin tone and it's oil free. My real color, again, I always have my real color and then one that's a little bit lighter. It is sheer espresso, but I also have golden honey. So, this one says it's oil free, it doesn't clog pores, and it's suitable for sensitive skin. Honestly, I would say this is like the best CC cream I've had. This one goes on like butter, honey. It really honestly does. It dries quickly. It does have great coverage. It does even skin tone. So those are my girls that have hyperpigmentation, which we all do. It covers great. It's great for sensitive skin because I wore this by itself with nothing else, I would say for about a week straight, and I did not suffer breakouts. A lot of foundations, especially when I try out new foundations, I will break out in the beginning and then my skin will perhaps get used to it and then it'll stop. But I have extremely oily and sensitive skin, and I know the sensitivity in my skin comes from having really oily skin. So, but for my side note for my oily skin girls, please don't decide you don't want to use lotion anymore because your skin is oily. Because a lot of times that is the problem with oily skin. It overproduces oil because we dry it out so much. And water is your best friend. I've joined the gallon a day crew in the United States of America, and it is doing my skin justice. It honestly has. So stay hydrated and hydrate your skin, okay? So again, it is long lasting. I would say it lasts about 8 hours. I used to wear it to work all the time, and it looks really good. It does photograph well, and it doesn't sit on your skin, and it does have a natural finish look. It dries, I would say, demi matte, which is not totally matte, but if you powder it down a little bit, you should be fine. Okay, so that's all the foundations I have. Now I'm gonna talk about pretty much the only. I use two, but the Donald Trump of I can't talk. The Donald Trump of full coverage concealers. As you can see, I don't know what my top is. Of full coverage concealers is the Makeup Forever Professional Full Cover Camouflage Extreme Camouflage Cream, and it is a concealer, and I use 12, and I use it from under the eye area, a little bit of my chin, down the bridge of my nose, and a little bit right here. If I contour my forehead, I'll highlight up here. Otherwise, I'll stay away from that because I have a large forehead, and I don't want to cause any more distraction to my forehead, so I pull it away. So unless I actually contour around the highlight on my forehead, I never do. So this is my main man right here. Great. It mattifies. You actually can get your correct skin tone, and if you don't have too many problem areas, you can just conceal, blend that onto your skin, and go. It's that full coverage. Like, honey, it is full coverage. It dries matte. This is the mattest thing I've ever did see when it comes to concealer, honey, and I'm not joking. So try this out. You can get it from your Sephora. Okay, as far as setting powders, we're gonna move right along here. As far as setting powders, I did pick up the Infallible Pro Matte Finish, and this set is for 16 hours. Mine looks like this. I don't know. Mine is in Classic Tan. Powders, I generally go like one above because powders oxidize on my skin real bad, and so because my skin is oily and oily girls know this, it will start off matte. It will start off one color, and then it'll end up a totally different color, and then I would be looking real strange. So I use this to set my makeup. I also use the Makeup Forever Pro Finish. As you can see, I've hit pan on this. This one is in 175. It's a little red, so I do have another one that's one shade up that's a little more yellow, and this dries matte as well. And as you guys all know, Black Opal has a great deluxe finishing powder, and it's an oil control formula, so I will use these as well. I have deep and dark, so great matte finish. Okay, now for my under eye areas, I use the Ben Nye Luxury Powder. Now let me talk a second for this Midnight Luxury powder. Just 30 seconds here. I use the banana powder, okay? I have seen so many YouTube videos where people will be like, oh, dark skinned girls should wear banana powder. They're too dark for banana powder. It doesn't look good. No, honey, if you highlight your face correctly and you're wearing the correct color foundation and you do not apply 18 coats of this thing, you can get the same finish as a lighter skinned woman. So please, my dark skinned babies, don't shy away from this. Just learn how to use it. That's it. And this one does have a matte finish, and that's why I use it. Okay, so I have two blush palettes, and this one is I love this one. Looks like this. It has so many great colors, and it's just a matte blush palette. In the summertime, I'll matte everything, honey. I'll matte everything. Okay. This one is just from the Beauty Supply House. I don't even know like where I got it from, but it has like the orangey colors, your mauve colors. It even has like a brown color here. I'm all not in the screen. Brown color here, orange colors, your lighter pink colors. You got this deep pink down here, mauve color. They're just it's all great. I stay away from anything shiny. Like I said, it doesn't work out. Doesn't work out for me. And then I also use, you guys seen my other palette in my first video, but this one is it's a blush quad from City Colors. This one has like, I can't open it. This one has basically like they're oranges colors. This one is my favorite. It's like a really true orange, and it looks really pretty. Okay, and what I actually have on my lips right now, and I tend to, in the summertime, I switch it up. I switch the game up. But for the sake of this video, I wore a matte purple lipstick. No liner, just lipstick. And it's actually not even a lipstick. It's a matte balm. And then on top of that, I have a liquid lipstick. And it's actually quite a nice dupe for MAC's Heroine. So, this one is by Revlon. It's called Color Burst Matte Balm. And this one is in 215 Shapeless. Looks like this. It goes up and down. That's about it. And then on top of that, I put the Revlon Color Stay Ultimate Liquid Lipstick. And this one is in 008 Vigorous Violets. And it looks like this. Comes out like this little tube here. And so what I basically do is, while I'm doing my whole entire face of makeup, my lips are always the last thing I do. Sometimes I even do them in the car. But basically what I do is I will prime my lips. So my lips are of darker pigmentation. So what I'll do is I will moisturize my lips really well. Sometimes I might, depending on what lipstick color I'm wearing, I might go over it with a little bit of foundation or a little bit of concealer, just a little brush over, not really going in, you know, like I'm doing my eyeshadow or something. And then once I get done, normally by the time you get done putting on all your clothes and doing everything else, all the initial lip stuff you put on your lips will have soak it in. So all the concealer, the foundation, if you do that, and then I also go in with like a chapstick or something like that, and then it'll have set in there, so you don't really have to wipe it back off, because I don't want to wipe it off, because then it takes away everything that I have done to my lips to get them ready for the lipstick. And I do this the majority of the time if I'm wearing a matte lipstick, which most of the time I am. I feel like matte looks the best on me personally. But on my clients, I do whatever they like, pretty much. Whatever we agree on, that's what I do. But I generally go with all matte everything. So, then once I have everything done, I will put on whatever color. If whatever color requires a lip liner, I'll go ahead and apply my lip liner. Then I'll apply my lipstick. In this case, it's just really, today I just chose a matte balm, and then I went over this with the liquid lipstick. Revlon does a really good job with the matte balms and the liquid lipsticks. And these ones are fairly new, I think, honestly. I have like 4 of them, and they're really, really good. And then I would say CoverGirl right now is running the game with a lot of these lipsticks, honey. So I would say just try out what you like. Revlon is more expensive than the CoverGirl lipsticks, but it's trial and error. Milani has some great matte lipsticks, and they also have some great luster lipsticks. So give all your lipsticks a try in the store. Have a ball. MAC, of course. I love MAC. have a lot of matte lipsticks, of course, but I just talked about one in particular today just because it's all matte everything. This liquid lipstick dries matte, so it can go over a luster lipstick that you're trying to go matte. So and the last thing I do is I set my makeup. This is the D-Slick. Everybody knows D-Slick XL Oil Control Makeup Setting Spray. This is the one I use because it controls oil and it keeps my makeup from running and slipping and moving all around. So now that I have done 20 minutes worth of talking, honey, I feel like I'm on the phone. Like we are just sitting laid back chilling. Like I should have had a drink or something with you guys. But again, thank you all for supporting my video. Thank you guys for watching it, even if you skipped around. I hope that some of my tips today in today's video will help somebody. And even if it doesn't help particularly you, I hope it helps, you know, your friend. And you might say, hey girl, go over to that girl channel. But anyway, like, love, share, and subscribe to my channel. I love you guys all. And remember what I always say, kiss my slay.